We have a special guest in the booth that's at this first period intermission, number 9, Ryan Bennett. Ryan Bennett is one of the rookies on the team. So tell me, Ryan, your thoughts on being a Dynamiter with half the season gone.
It's really good this year. I'm really happy with the choice I made, especially being a local here. It's definitely a lot of fun.
What were your choices at the beginning of the year?
It was to go to Castlegar, back to my team from last year, or come here, and I think I definitely made the right choice.
Well, Castlegar's struggling a bit this year, probably because you're not with them. But they are having a tough time this year.
Yeah.
The Dynamiters, it looks to me like they've exceeded expectations for the first half of the year. And part and parcel, that would be the rookies like yourself coming in and playing for the Dynamiters.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with how everyone's playing, especially because almost the whole team's rookies. We don't have very many
Your
vets.
thoughts on the game so far tonight against the Beaver Valley Nighthawks?
It looks like we're dominating a lot in the O-zone, but then when we get back to the defensive zone, it kind of looks like we're a little slow.
A couple of loose pucks in front of Brent Anderson, and he made a great save late in that period to keep it at 2-0. But the one shot, I believe, was tipped in from the blue line. And the second shot, Sorelli had all the time in the world to make a move on Anderson.
Yeah, for sure. It's a tough one, but hopefully we can come back.
So Ryan, tell me what your thoughts are as far as hockey is concerned. What do you hope to get out of hockey, if anything?
I'd like to make Junior A within the next year or two, and hopefully get an education with it.
There's a showcase coming up the end of next month, and you're going to be probably a big part of that with college scouts and whatnot in Kamloops. Is there anything that you can do extra to prepare for that?
Definitely just do everything I can in practice to make sure that I'm at my top game for that.
Who do you normally play with on your line?
Carter Spring for sure, and then Chad McElwain or Eric Dallaire.
So a couple of young guys, and Chad's a little bit older, correct?
Yeah.
So how is it working with somebody who's experienced like Chad is, and then you've got Carter Spring, who's a rookie like yourself?
Well, I think we're all clicking really well, and there's not much to it. It's just hard work all the time.
So the Dynamiters this year have proven that hard work can win hockey games.
Yeah.
You've had some tough games against the Beaver Valley Nighthawks. I was away for the last game here, but a 2-1 outcome. Was that kind of indicative of what you expect out of the Nighthawks tonight?
Kind of, not really. It's last time the 2-1 game. It was close. It was tough. Like it was a hard-fought game. But tonight, like by the looks of it, we're dominating them, and hopefully we can get a couple bounces our way and just take it home.
Do you attribute much of that to the quote-unquote bus legs, where they get off the bus from Beaver Valley and then hop on the ice against a team like the Dynamiters was ready to play?
Yeah. The bus legs for them, it's not that far of a trip, so I don't think that's
just the fact that the Dynamiters dominated and they worked hard.
Yeah.
So with you and Carter Spring and Chad McElwain, what do you see your role is as far as the Dynamiter Hockey Club?
Definitely getting pucks deep and going to work in the corners, and just keeping energy up on the bench and on the ice whenever I can. So
as a rookie, normally most rookies don't get a lot of ice time, but I understand that your coach, Derek Stewart, kind of rotates all four lines on an even basis.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what's happening with you and your teammates?
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot like if everyone's going, then everyone's going to play. And it seems like lately every line's been going hard. So
what do the Dynamiters have to do in that second period to get back in the hockey game?
Start chipping pucks in and get the offense bounces. And
it looked to me, and you can say I'm wrong if you would, that a couple times the Dynamiters might have had an opportunity to shoot on net, and they tried to get it into the slot to make a pretty passing play where a shot on net might have worked better.
Yeah, no, there's definitely times like that in the last period where they should have just shot.
So is that something that the coach will be talking to the players about, is just get some pucks on net and make the Cottony work a little bit harder for his saves?
Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody else you want to put a shout out to?
My billet parents from last year.
Okay. And their names are?
Joey and Brianne.
Joey and Brianne, and most likely they'll be watching because they'll be cheering for the Nighthawks, I'm sure.
They're here right now.
Oh, they're here.
Yeah.
So they're not at home. So
no.
when they watch it on the web, they'll be able to hear the shout out.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all.
What do you do when you're not playing hockey? What do you do for fun?
Like in the summer or?
In the summer, in the winter?
The early months of hockey season, I like to hunt.
Okay.
And during the summer, I like to golf. Yeah.
So are you a pretty good golfer?
No.
But it's a fun game to try,
Yeah,
right? Exactly. Yeah. Looking at what's happening between now and, say, the trade deadline in January, what do you do during the practices that's going to help you become a better hockey player?
Just make sure I'm giving it 100% all the time.
Okay.
And just never taking a break, making sure I'm improving myself.
Is there a difference between this year's coach and last year's coach as far as what systems and whatnot he wants you to play, or is it pretty much hockey is pretty standard?
It's pretty standard. I mean, some systems have changed, but other than that, it's a lot of the same.
What's your best attribute as far as playing hockey for the Dynamiters?
Definitely working hard all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody has challenges in their game. What do you want to work on to make you a better hockey player?
Getting pucks to the net, shooting more.
Shooting more?
Yeah.
So a lot could be said in the dressing room today to emphasize that for the rest of your teammates.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think that's about it for us, Ryan Bennett. Thank you very much for coming in and chatting with us.
Thank you.
Number 9, appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I know you're probably keeping stats for the boys, so I'll let you get back and talk to the coach about shooting more.
All right, sounds good.
Ryan Bennett, number 9.